All right, you found us on a Friday. Welcome to the podcast.
Woo-hoo!
Alexis, how many 5-hour energy bottles did you count in the trash can?
I think it was 11,
Oh,
you
God.
guys.
55 hours of energy coming your way,
Oh,
baby.
my God. Let's just hope Jeffrey's heart doesn't explode.
Yeah, we need to cut
It's
him
his
off.
fuel for his parody song. Today's song of the week is in, well, today's podcast. There it goes. Let's start it now.
Would you say you're more productive in the morning or in the afternoon?
Probably afternoon.
I know, me too. And look at the job we do.
I was
How
going to
late
say,
is that?
it's
Yeah.
always right before I lay down for my nap. And then I'm like, I actually have energy. Nah, whatever.
I understand. For this group, the word productive is a very
Yeah.
generous word.
Yeah.
It's like
But
30 minutes a day.
If you said afternoon, you're an outlier. Because a recent poll was done,
Update on the poll. Oh, yay.
and it found the average office worker is most productive at 10:22 a.m.
Oh.
Right
okay.
when Alexis has polished off her second caramel ribbon crunch
I was
frappuccino.
going to say, that's when I get really hungry and need another coffee.
Yeah.
That actually feels like the afternoon to us just because we start work so early.
Yeah.
True.
That's when it's all downhill. We hit our first big slump of the day at 1:30, and then another one to
Checks
top it
out.
off at 2:06.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Close
just
together.
36 minutes apart from each other?
That's all we have
Slump.
left. And no surprise, we tend to feel most drained on Mondays and Fridays. The two biggest things we don't like about being in the office are the noise levels
Oh, and the work?
and not being able
Yeah.
to control the thermostat.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still going with the work.
So what's the best part? 2/3 of people agreed. It's watching your fellow coworkers shock themselves with a dog shock collar.
Yeah.
It's the early morning jump before our mid-morning slump to fight off Brooke's afternoon grump. So, Jake, help get us bumped up with your trivia stick, please.
Oh.
When you're dating someone, how long do you have to be together before it's considered serious?
I mean, at least a few
Interesting.
months.
Can I just say, you can raise that mic up. You're really leaning down into
Yeah,
it.
you're
There
very
you
tall,
go.
Jake.
Yeah.
The Brooke grump is hitting early today.
I'm worried about his posture.
Well, when speaking of things that are serious, for me and Brooke's mom, the answer is not very long, but still very, very
It hit
serious.
off.
Mom
I agree.
slam.
Just trying to help you.
Feel the chemistry.
And the true test of how deep you're getting into a relationship is what you feel comfortable doing in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a new survey just asked 1,000 people to name something people don't want to do in front of someone they're dating until they get serious. I have the top 4 answers for you to guess in another romantic edition of Unglued Family Feud. We'll start with the man who doesn't get serious until they get a third finger involved.
What?
It's young Jeffrey.
That's the sign.
Jeffrey, name something people don't want to do in front of someone they're dating until they get serious.
Well, you definitely don't want them to see you kiss yourself in the mirror.
No.
That's for later on in the relationship.
For sure.
You're cheating on me. How dare you?
Well, maybe that's a little bit too specific, though.
Yeah.
Kissing yourself in the mirror needs something more general.
Like-
what about letting them use your phone?
Oh, that's a good one.
You don't want
Yeah.
them seeing your search history
Yeah.
or what apps you've downloaded, all your private text messages until you're serious.
Right. Or even letting them see your photo gallery.
So maybe the answer is you don't want to give them access to your phone.
I think it's a solid answer, Jeffrey.
That actually is really good.
Giving them phone access is not on the list at all.
Oh, man.
Sorry,
Good one.
Jeffrey, not in the top 4. Let's go to Alexis.
I have so many friends who sleep with full faces of makeup on when they're first talking to a guy because they don't like them to see them without makeup.
That's smart.
Don't show them the real you.
Yeah,
That's a good
basically. And
one.
I know when I'm talking to a guy, I always be like, oh, sorry, I look gross. You know, I always say that, like, at the beginning.
Like,
If I don't
even when you have a
makeup.
full face of makeup
Kinda
and you
depends.
spend an hour and a half getting ready.
Yeah, and you just act like, oh,
Like,
sorry, I
oh,
look bad.
I swear you
Just
say
took
that
me
every
5
day.
minutes to...
Yeah.
You need to stop apologizing.
I know, I do
Yeah.
have issues with that. But,
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, seeing them without makeup, Jake.
Not wearing your face. Not on the
Really?
list.
It made sense, though.
Maybe it's too, like, female
one-sided.
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Alexis's pillows must just be like
Oh, God.
crusty and disgusting.
There's like a tanner on all of them.
Yeah, well, that, yeah.
Jose, I have 4 answers on the board still. Name something people don't want to do in front of someone they're dating until they get serious.
Okay, well, it's a big step up in a relationship with me, which I'm never in relationships. And this answer is going to probably explain why.
Okay.
But I feel like it is a big bond when I can finally be me, open up, and fart in front of my
No.
girlfriend.
Oh.
You know, because the
I'll tell
first
you.
like month or two, you
Yeah.
hold it. It could be the whole day.
Dangerous.
I still remember the moment I accidentally let one go in front of Michael.
Yeah.
It was like,
No, girls aren't
I-
supposed to. It's guys.
I was so embarrassed.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet.
Oh my God, I
Even
was so
for dudes,
embarrassed.
It's embarrassing.
Now Brooke wafts it in his direction. It's got to that point.
I still don't like farting and burping. It's still icky to me.
It's like
Same with burping, too.
yeah, burping
no,
and
that's
farting.
Any
true.
gas.
That's absolutely true. So like any of those. So I'm gonna go with tooting, Jake.
Passing gas, burping, or farting, that's number one, Jose.
Yeah.
You nailed that. I'm going to
Okay.
take burping off the list as well as farting. Brooke, there's
Yeah.
3 answers left on the board.
I mean, I think so. This was never an issue for me. I think it's because I grew up dancing. I was in a lot of dressing rooms. We were naked all the time. I don't know. I have hippie parents.
Yeah.
But a lot of my girlfriends are really uncomfortable naked, where they'll do the even like the shirt change without actually
Yeah.
taking a shirt off.
I could see that.
So I'm gonna go with see your partner naked.
Ooh.
Undressing is number 3 on the
Hey,
list.
good
Oh,
answer.
yeah.
I thought Brooke would have done using the restroom with the door open.
I know, especially
No.
now, people are texting lewd photos of themselves to each other in the
God.
first 5 minutes.
That's true. That's like one of the tests.
I made weird eye contact with Brooke the other day and got an NFSW photo texted to me.
She thought you were putting out a vibe.
My
know.
eyes can do that.
Jeffrey, we have 2 more answers on the board. Something you don't want to do in front of someone you're dating until you're real serious.
See, now I find it useful just to look at Brooke's life and what she does in front of her husband now.
Yeah.
And there is something that she does that I think is kind of gross.
What?
Oh.
What do I do?
We've heard stories about Brooke eating a burrito on the toilet.
Yeah. I
Okay,
thought she was
listen,
going to
it's not
say.
an often type thing, but when you're a full-time working mom, you take your moments where you can, okay?
I think it is often.
Yeah.
I could see her every day being like, Michael, burrito me. Just throws it into the dining
Bring me
room.
my shrimp enchiladas.
It's a closed
I
loop
mean-
system.
I was just focusing on the eating the gross thing. A lot
Oh,
of people
you
don't
were?
want to eat something disgusting in front
Oh.
of their significant. Like, you don't eat a big messy burrito on the first couple dates because it makes you look bad.
Or you get all over your face and can look gross.
Okay.
Let's do eat something messy or gross in front of them.
Eating something messy. I'm checking the list up and down. It's number 2!
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That was high on the
Hey,
list.
stop looking at my life.
What is it?
Let's go over the top 4. The things people don't want to do in front of this person they're dating until they're serious. Number 1 was pass gas. Jose got that. Jeffrey got number 2, eat something messy. And Brooke got number 3, which was undress. Number 4 was said the room, use the restroom in front of your,
That's what
your
I was
partner.
thinking.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
with like the door open at
It
least.
just depends on how many drinks you're in.
Well, Alexis is going to be taking the rare shock this morning for herself. Somebody wanted to hear Bad Romance by Lady Gaga.
That's funny. I think Sing would be one of Alexis's.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I want your loving, I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Oh. Tough.
That's your shot collar question of the day. Got your phone tap coming up in just a few minutes.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And Brooke, you love forcing your family to do boring activities for fun.
God, yes.
Like reading non-picture books, playing with
Yep.
sticks and mud, and 14-hour-long board games that never end.
Oh, man, Jeffrey, you're getting me excited.
So
no.
I know you're going to be all about this.
Okay, what
The
is
other
it?
week, they announced they're making a limited edition Costco version of Monopoly.
Wow.
Like
Is
all
it huge?
It's not like larger than a normal one. It's like all the other special editions of Monopoly,
I'm
but
sorry.
it's Costco themed.
When you say Costco edition, I expect it to literally take up an entire living room floor.
No, it's just stuff where it's like the chance and community chess cards are redesigned to look like Costco membership
Okay,
cards.
I see.
Instead of Boardwalk and Park Place, all the properties are different Costco locations from around the world. And the game pieces are different too. No thimble or top hat. The 6 tokens are a shopping cart employee name badge, a giant teddy bear, a pallet mover, a slice of pizza from the food court, and a hot dog and soda combo.
Oh my God. Please tell me when you pass go, you get a free sample.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
They were selling these for $45 each, but of course they sold out almost immediately.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's
now
crazy.
people are hawking them on eBay for 2, 3, 4 times the original amount.
Oh God. Just sit back in your oversized, large, brown Kirkland recliner and play a game of Monopoly. It sounds amazing.
Brooke, you'd shell out $300 for this, right?
Yeah, probably not.
No?
No.
You could pass go, collect 2 rotisserie chickens?
No, you know how much stuff she could buy at Costco for that?
Yeah, do you know how cheap I am?
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe we'll have more things that are boring that Brooke can buy and force her family to do in Laser Stories. It's coming up next. It's the radio segment that's trying to start a new hairstyle trend.
Oh.
The downstairs mullet.
Hey.
So far, only 2 celebrities have signed on for it.
I don't.
Lindsay Lohan and the goalie from Mighty Ducks 3.
Oh, yeah. He's been going through a
How
lot.
are they not dating yet?
Should be. They support Laser Stories. That's the segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we have a laser. And those other urinal snakes just don't. This first laser story is out of Sundown, Kansas. 2 weeks ago, a masked man robbed a small neighborhood market that's run by the 82-year-old owner and his wife.
Oh no!
Wow.
He got away.
Would you do that?
Got away with $7 worth of bananas.
Worth of not even in cash?
Haha, got all your potassium.
Yeah, take that vitamin K.
Chiquita thief. The same masked man came back 5 days later and got away with, wait for it, $16 in flushable wipes.
Well, he ate a lot of bananas, so it's
Only the
mission.
essentials, huh?
I mean,
Very next day, you guessed it, he returned for a third time
Oh, boy, what is
he
it, gum?
and got $180 cash.
Oh, all right, now we're getting...
They couldn't see that coming. Like,
why did they wait till the third day for the cash? Like, get the cash first.
He's building up the confidence, But
okay.
if you're keeping track, that's 3 robberies in 6 days.
Yeah.
Double rainbow. Oh my God.
But there's no way he would come back for a 4th robbery, right?
Oh,
That's just
I-
stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, if you thought that, you'd be wrong, because he showed up again a few days later. And this time, the couple was waiting for him.
Oh, what'd they do?
The 82-year-old was hiding in the ceiling above the cash register.
Are you joking?
And when the robber tried to open up the till, the old man dropped a cargo net on him.
Yeah, it's old school. Get him.
Were they watching cartoons before he came up with this plan?
He's like holding an anvil.
long-
Tell me when he comes in,
How
honey.
long was he up there?
And how did it get up there?
Well, as the masked man became disoriented with the net on him, the old man's wife beat him with the largest summer sausage that you've ever seen. So cops were called, and the man was arrested and charged with 4 counts of strong arm robbery and 1 count of resisting arrest.
Oh, wow.
As for the couple, they still have the cargo net and the sausage, so other potential thieves won't mess with them.
You're saying they're armed and loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's taking our bananas.
Yeah.
Now I'm more interested. I'm like, oh, is this the place with the large summer sausages? This next laser story is out of Florida. Police got a call the other night about a suspicious person walking around a neighborhood. And when they responded, they found 30-year-old Eric Bennett. He was visibly intoxicated on an unknown substance.
Uh-oh.
And when cops noticed large bulges in the pockets of his shorts, they asked if he was in possession of a weapon.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Eric immediately denied having any firearm. He did explain, however, that his pockets were full of hypodermic needles.
Just that.
Oh, he must be a
Okay,
doctor.
so don't
Yeah.
reach your hand in there.
So cops asked him, what exactly are the needles for then? That's when Eric said, for fishing.
What? I thought he was going to sound like I'm diabetic or something. Like,
Fishy?
Yeah.
How do you...
I mean,
You've never fished with hypodermic needles before?
You know, I haven't.
Oh,
You just-
interesting.
Do you throw them like darts?
Like
The
spear
blow-
fishing,
blow
but
dart
like those? Yeah.
You spear it?
Unfortunately for him, Eric had no other fishing equipment.
no,
I
none of
see.
his catches. They all got away.
Just the
you know?
tiny spears he apparently planned on using to impale his catches.
They're like, what do you use for bait? He's
Yeah.
like, oh, a little bit of crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is actually exactly what the police asked him.
No way.
They said, if you're fishing with hypodermic needles, what do you use for bait? And Eric offered up a baggie with a large amount of fentanyl in it.
Party's here.
Okay, no.
I I heard Bass were big fans of fentanyl.
Oh my God. Like,
He was arrested shortly after that, and since he has prior convictions for grand theft, DUI, driving without a license, possession of drug paraphernalia, and probation violations,
dang.
chances are pretty good he's going to be serving a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, with all those other prior convictions, he couldn't have come up with a better excuse than for fishing.
You think he'd be like a lawyer by now.
Exactly.
You like know the laws.
His next laser story is out of Sweet Tooth City.
Ooh, let's
Ooh,
go.
I like it here, but I try to go in and out.
Yeah.
We like to believe we're all free thinkers who form our own opinions, but turns out we can't even do that with something as simple as a delicious cookie.
Tasty.
What do you mean? We
Yeah.
don't have an opinion on cookies?
A new study out of Ohio State found that you're less likely to enjoy a cookie if you think other people hated it. That's right.
Interesting.
Researchers gave people 3 chocolate chip cookies that were exactly identical, but they labeled them differently. One
Okay.
said factory typical, another one said new and improved, and the third label said consumer complaint.
Ooh.
So people were a little more likely to say they liked the new and improved one overall.
Now, are these people who would also eat the cookie if it fell on the floor? Because I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
What's your cookie standard?
exactly. Exactly. I don't know that I would have a problem with a customer complaint cookie.
And they're also much more likely to hate the one that they thought other people had complained about.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that working on
I'd
like,
probably say the
yeah.
The researchers were surprised by how much people actually said they hated it.
It's because like you're eating that one, you're like looking for excuses.
I'm going to feel sick.
Yeah.
I'm going to have salmonella.
Yeah.
What was so bad about this?
This next laser story is out of What in the World?
Oh.
Oh,
Have you ever been knocked out or fainted before?
no,
Yes.
I have not.
No, but like close.
I have.
I only ask because the website Reddit has been abuzz over the top stories about waking up in the hospital and having no idea how you got there.
Oh,
that's
I never.
scary.
These like freak me out.
Yeah. I never went to the hospital.
Oh,
Here's the top ones. Number 4, a guy drank too much and fell off a horse.
Oh.
And when I say horse, I mean a metal statue of a horse outside the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas.
That makes more sense.
I know exactly what horse he's talking about.
I feel like that's not,
Beautiful gold horse.
it's not the only time that's happened.
No.
Number 3 is a guy was riding his bike and woke up in the hospital and found out he'd been hit in the head by a flying squirrel.
I'd be so disappointed I didn't remember that.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's true.
Brooke's like, I wanted to pet it.
You want that on video, for sure.
Number 2, a guy woke up in the hospital and realized he didn't die in that motorcycle accident he was in.
Whoa.
He accidentally drove into a mattress factory and just had a concussion.
Oh.
He
No.
called it a pleasant surprise.
Oh.
This is like the best Tempur-Pedic commercial ever.
Yeah.
And finally, the number 1 woke up in a hospital story. A guy came to and realized he was handcuffed to a hospital bed.
Handcuffed.
Yeah, you don't want to know why.
That's a kinky nurses or what?
I don't
Turns
think
out
so.
he'd been hit by a drunk driver and they strapped him to the bed because he kept trying to pull his catheter out.
Oh, don't do
Okay,
that.
suddenly I wanted him to be arrested
Oh,
instead.
yo,
Yeah.
Put him back to sleep.
Yeah.
And this guy woke up in a hospital once.
Oh, did he?
Yep. He hit his head on an Ugg boot.
Was it pretty soft?
Best bachelor party ever.
Oh, okay.
That's Sound News Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again same time on Monday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Today, we're talking about maybe the most important decision of your entire life.
Oh, dang,
Are you
bro.
talking about what I'm going to have for lunch?
No, it's not that.
Oh.
It's also not should I say yes and go out with the oil change guy for a 50% discount on lube.
Oh, I mean,
Alexis.
is that even
What,
a
me?
decision? That's obviously a yes.
Could be worth it. Now, although those things are all important, it's not quite as important as who should you marry.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
big old decision.
More importantly, who shouldn't you marry?
Whoa.
Oh,
We're
That
going
could
to
help too.
We're gonna
layers to
eliminate.
this.
Well, a list just came out based on scientific research of the top professions you should avoid when choosing a spouse.
Uh-oh.
You're going to hear what they are coming up right after this. It's dangerous to ask people for advice on who you should marry.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
What do you think? Is he the one, guys? Like, I know he lives in my attic and we just met last week, but he's kind of cute in like a lychee drifter type of way.
oh my
God,
gosh.
What a meet cute story.
Next thing you know, you're standing at the altar with that drifter.
Wow.
Okay.
What?
And sure,
Yeah.
he's only there for the buffet,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. You're in love.
Oh.
And all your close friends who warned you not to do it
Yeah.
weren't invited.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, you can't tell people who to marry.
That's
You-
right.
You just get prepared for the divorce eventually.
But what if you're dealing with a divorce attorney who's seen thousands and thousands of cases over her career?
Ooh.
And she says she could tell you the top careers of people that you should avoid unless you want the marriage to fail.
Stop it.
And surprisingly, Hot Drifter isn't on there.
Oh, well, love can overcome anything.
It shocks us.
Yeah.
Well, one divorce lawyer named Catherine Leonard recently posted on TikTok a list of the top 5 professions women should avoid in a spouse.
All right.
And
Let's hear it.
as you can imagine, not only did it get millions of views, but it got a lot of comments too, because it's a little bit controversial.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to play it for
start?
you. Here it goes.
The top 5 professions of husbands that women should avoid, in no particular order: fireman, police officer, military, surgeon, and pilot. If you look at these professions, what do they all have in common? The men in these professions, they're gods in their profession, right? They are treated with a tremendous amount of respect and they have a lot of responsibility. And they tend to be very narcissistic and very controlling.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Did that hurt? Did that hurt a little bit if you were listening?
Yeah,
right
I-
now? Firefighter, I'm sorry.
I think a lot of our listeners are probably shocked by hearing that, because
Someone in there's like, I demand respect. How dare you say that about me?
because a lot of people could either be married to one of those professions right now,
Yeah.
or they are that profession. And they're doing it.
The only one that I heard that I would argue against is firefighter.
Brooke, don't
I'm-
defend the firefighters just because you buy their calendars every year. But I know what you're all thinking. You want to know about the women that guys should be avoiding.
I wasn't thinking that. But yeah,
I think a lot of
bet
the
you
guys were thinking
Yeah.
that. They were like, hey, let's make this fair.
I mean, I agree with
should.
that. I agree
Yeah.
with that.
So
Absolutely.
the lawyer did go back on TikTok a few days later and posted another video which got millions of views and comments about the other side of things.
If she just names the same 5 professions, I'm going to be
She
very
may.
disappointed.
She
You know?
she's like female pilot.
Yeah. They suck.
Let's hear what she has to say.
There are some common professions that I see in women. The most common one that I see is teacher. The second most common is nurse. But those cases are not cases where the female is really difficult or litigious or anything like that. They're just kind of run-of-the-mill cases. The most common profession that I see in the female parties in my divorces, and this is over 13 years of cases. Oh my God, I'm so nervous, is stay-at-home mom.
That's kind of crazy that she said that.
I thought she was going to say
Wow.
lawyer, and that's why she was upset because she was a lawyer.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was like the opposite.
Is that because of like a perception thing? I know some people don't realize how unbelievably hard it is to be a stay-at-home mom. Like guys will be like, "Oh, you just get to stay home all day with the kids."
I also see like friends of mine that are stay-at-home moms. You've kind of lost your identity in some ways.
Yeah. Your
You
job
know?
is like the household.
Yeah.
And
Well-
they get to go out and go
Right.
be a pilot and
So
cheat
you-
on you.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's not
Yeah.
fair. I don't
Yeah.
get to cheat. I got kids to take care of.
Well, actually, the lawyer went on to explain why she thinks that this is true.
Oh.
Why stay-at-home moms get divorced so much?
Yeah, she defends
Wow.
why she believes that's the case. Let's listen.
Oh.
I know y'all are going to hate me, but let me explain why. Number one, when you're divorcing a stay-at-home mom, they are paralyzed with fear, and rightfully so, because their whole life is going to change. They are going to have to go back to the workforce. They're going to have to possibly move. Their finances are about to be very different. There's lots of things that they don't know financially about what's going on, and so they tend to stick their head in the sand and stall. And so the cases become very contested and very expensive. The second reason that I see that stay-at-home moms end up being the most common profession in a divorce is that I think there's a tendency, and this is completely my opinion, just based on my observations, they tend to focus so much on the children, and the husband focuses so much on career that, first of all, they don't feel appreciated by one another. But the husband starts feeling like an ATM, and the wife becomes completely focused on the children, and they tend to grow apart. So I think that's why it's the most common. That's not hate, just an observation. It's probably my last TikTok.
Oh, you can tell she's
Oh my God.
nervous.
Yeah.
After
Because all
hearing
the
that.
stay-at-home moms are coming after her.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can understand why this went so viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Because I'm sure a lot of people hear this and get instantly upset about it.
It's interesting as a mom myself. Like, I often feel really guilty for, you have mom guilt no matter what you do. Like, really guilty for working so much and not being with my kids enough. But then I look at the other side. I'm like, could I actually stay home with my kids 24/7?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be a very good mom.
You don't have what
I
it
don't.
takes.
That's why
I
you
don't.
force your husband to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't do it. He
Just
works
kidding,
too.
He works too.
It's not her advice, but it's almost like her advice to moms is
Stop focusing so much on your kids.
I mean,
And to the men, it's, hey, stop working so much.
Yeah, it sucks because I've always wanted a wife, but I've always wanted to be the provider where my wife doesn't have to work.
Yeah.
I want her to be able to do whatever she wants and take care of the kiddos.
You say that until you're in
now
it.
I hear this, I'm like, that's true. I also don't want her to be like,
well, the easiest way to avoid all that is just don't get married.
well, I'm doing good on that.
That's
Don't
what you
worry.
heard from the divorce
Yes,
lawyer.
that's
Yeah.
what I've learned
Got
in the
it.
end.
Everyone listening,
Yeah.
See,
get
I-
a divorce.
I just heard don't have kids from the divorce
Oh,
lawyer.
God.
That's
All
true.
right.
There's a lot of things you can take away, but I want to know what our listeners have to say. Text it to
Yeah.
78592.
Yeah.
Do you
Wow.
agree with her? Do you disagree?
Oh, are you a
Oh.
stay-at-home mom currently filing for divorce?
Hey, or do you want a stay-at-home husband with you? Because
Okay.
we both stay at home.
Oh,
Oh.
that'll be healthy.
think-
Yeah.
With no kids.
Yeah,
You want to
with-
be a stay-at-home dad with no
yeah,
children.
you take care of me.
Okay.
I see. You're the child.
Phone taps coming up next.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I don't really consider myself a gamer, even though I would totally crush Jose at most of the popular titles out there.
Well, hey, he is undefeated in Fortnite when we played.
I mean,
Okay.
Halo, Gears of War, Cat Conundrum 3, Cursed of the Caressed Kittens.
I don't know what's real and what's not in your
That
list.
one's not real, bro.
Okay.
That last one is.
I mean, I don't really get all of it, but Jose does.
Yes.
And that's why today he pranks a fellow gamer who's been playing a lot of Fortnite lately.
Oh.
You're going to hear what happens in your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Hi, this is Cade McNown from the PlayStation Gaming Authority. Is this Justin
Yeah. Who is this?
My name's Cade from the PlayStation Gaming Authority. Your account was recently flagged. Is your username Dynamic Disco 5?
Yeah, that's me, but I don't understand. You're from the Gaming Authority?
Do you recall playing Fortnite last Thursday in a gaming party with squad members Rant for Ray Ray, Bananos, Thanos, and Troll Hunter 209?
I'm not sure. I play Fortnite a lot.
Okay, so you realize that your squad mates were all teenagers?
I don't know. I jumped into a random squads match. I don't
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know what was wrong. Who I'm playing with excuse. Got it.
What?
All right, well, do you remember when you were in Lonely Labs, that section of the map?
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
And you were aggressively emoting?
that doesn't sound like me. I don't
The dances, your character's hips were gyrating excessively in the presence, mind you, of underage players.
Yeah, but what's the problem? Like, that's just part of the game.
You just kept hitting the button over and over. Dancing, gyrate, huh? You like dancing in front of kids?
It's a game, dude. It's not real life.
Well, the parents of these tweens saw what you were doing, and they did not call it dancing. More like fornicating.
Okay,
Or fortniticating, if anything.
this is ridiculous. I don't know what this is. I didn't do anything wrong.
At this point, all three sets of parents complained, so we do have to take action.
Complained about what? I was just using the game how it's supposed to be used. I don't understand.
Basically, here's your options. We can either ban you from the network for 6 months.
Come on. People emote all over the map all the time.
You can fight it all you want, but we do have an online rehab center for your digital character, and is now a suspected pedophile in the game.
What?
We don't like to use that word either.
I'm not a pedophile. What are
No,
you
no, no.
talking about?
No. You're not a pedophile. Your character is.
My character's not a pedophile either. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
I'm the character. The character is just me, my avatar.
Calm down. You're not in the middle of a battle royale.
Oh my God.
Every person who's accused of doing lewd or lascivious acts with a minor present has to have their character rehabilitated if they'd like to gain access again.
I don't
It is a
believe
policy.
this. This is insane. You cannot lock my PlayStation account just because I used the game correctly.
Okay, well, if by use the game correctly, you mean gyrating your hips in front of innocent tweens, then
Oh my God.
okay. But I think we have different definitions
It's
of...
a game, dude.
Here's what needs to happen session for you to be reinstated. It's 8 one-on-one digital sessions where your avatar meets with our digital therapist.
I'm just going to create another account. This is nonsense. I can't deal with this.
All right. So I'm going to mark down here that you're not taking responsibility and avoiding the perversion problem.
I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
I'm also writing down he blamed and shamed a tech advisor.
What?
That'll probably get your ban extended about, 6 months?
Do you seriously have nothing better to do with your job than to come after people for dancing in a game?
Actually, yeah, I don't. So either schedule your appointment with our digital therapist right now, or we're done here.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not going to do that. I was just dancing. You're allowed to floss in front of another avatar.
it's funny you mentioned that. That's exactly what your friend Riley said when he flossed in front of a senior citizen.
What?
And now his avatar's doing community service at a Sims rest home.
Why is he being punished too for playing the game?
Because he asked us to punish him, and also he asked us to do this prank phone call on you.
Wait, Riley set me up?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
This is actually Jose from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning, man. We're doing a phone tap on you. Your buddy Riley says you guys are really addicted to Fortnite lately, so he wanted to mess with you, man.
I truly didn't know what you were talking about. I didn't know what to say. I've never been accused of being weird around kids. That's so insane.
I mean, you don't have to press the dance button, all right? You do it all the time, buddy. Come on.
I'm going to press it all the time now just because I can't stand you.
I better not see you in a match or I'm reporting you, brother.
Oh, my God.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Don't you think there should be a dating police squad that patrols the apps to make sure everybody's playing by the rules of dating?
Oh, man.
There's rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just unwritten rules, and if they existed, Jose, you probably would have been booked by now.
Really?
For violating code 17-41.
Oh, boy.
Too many sexy memes sent in a 24-hour period.
Is
Not
there
even
such
pics,
thing?
they're memes.
Yeah. It makes sense.
But one of our listeners admits she definitely broke at least 5 unwritten laws of dating.
Oh, my
That's bad.
God.
Because she showed up looking nothing like her dating profile photo.
I don't even think that goes to court.
Well, but don't be too quick to judge here, because after she told us why she did it, everybody in studio burst out laughing. It's definitely one of the funniest things we've heard somebody do to their date.
Yeah.
You're going to hear it in your second date update next.
Second date update.
I feel like this gets brought up a lot. After you match with someone online, how long should you wait before meeting up with them? 2 to
depends.
3 hours?
What?
Hours?
2 to 3
What?
minutes?
I feel like people typically talk like a week or two.
Hey, I'm at your window right
What?
now. Can you open
No.
it? I'll climb right in. I brought over some special juice for us to split.
No,
None of that
Wow.
sounds sketchy. I don't see any red flags.
Jeff's on
Yeah.
a weird app.
Yeah, what app is that, Jeff?
I'm not going to...
Are you matching people
Don't
on
make
Google
me
Maps?
the weird one
Yeah.
here. I'm just saying the woman on the phone apparently isn't quite as eager as some of us, because she waited much longer than 2 hours to meet up with her guy. Her name is Gail. Gail, welcome to the show.
Gail, 3 hours?
Hi.
How long did you wait before you met up with the guy from online?
Yeah, I mean, we chatted on and off for like a month before
Okay.
we actually went out.
Oh
Why-
my God.
Slow game.
Why a month? I mean, is that like something you typically do?
I guess. I mean, we didn't like chat every day, and I had like some work stuff going on, and I feel like it took him a while to ask me out.
Oh. And after you talk for a month, is there a lot of anxiety going into that first meeting? Because you've invested quite a bit of time at that point.
Yeah, I mean, a little, but I was more excited.
Yeah.
That's what the special juice is for that I mentioned earlier.
Keep you loose,
Yeah.
relaxed.
No, but I think a lot of people know what you mean, because also the longer you talk, the more you have gotten to know each other and formed chemistry. So it's kind of both.
I would be worried that I'd run out of things to say when I finally met him because
Yeah.
I've already covered everything.
I mean, what do you talk about with a guy for a month?
I don't know, like what we're doing, TV shows we're watching, stuff going on at work.
Yeah.
Ooh, work drama. That's
Okay.
fun.
All right.
The weird thing, he kept like bringing up, he kept saying like, oh my, you seem so mature for your age.
Huh?
Like he said it like 3 separate occasions.
Is that a compliment or a diss?
I don't know.
I
Well,
mean,
it depends on how old you are. Are you like 21 or
I'm
like
25.
okay.
Okay,
I mean,
so I can kind of see that.
yeah, I mean, 25, you could go either way for sure. Is he an older guy? Is that why?
Yeah, what did he mean by that?
No, he's like a couple years older. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the way I talk or like I use correct grammar. I don't know. I don't
Or maybe the fact your name is Gail.
I was
Yeah.
thinking
Well, there's that too.
Yeah. But
Okay, so it sounds to me like he meant it as a compliment.
I mean, I guess. And then at one point, he asked me how old I really was with like a smiley face.
What?
Oh.
Like as if I was lying on my profile or something. I don't know. I thought it was kind of rude.
oh,
Yeah,
weird.
It could be a joke though, where it, would tell me the real age, make you laugh.
I don't know,
Brooke does not
man.
look like a laughing.
Yeah, because he's looking at your pictures. Like, I mean, it's all based on photos. Like, I'd be like, thank you. No.
Well, no, they'd been talking a few weeks, though, so they have that familiarity. What did you say to him?
I said, you'll have to meet me to find out.
That's good.
That's playful.
Yeah. Was it
Okay.
right after, like, the conversation about your high cholesterol? Is that why you thought that you were old?
So what did you end up doing for your date?
So yeah, we made plans to get dinner, and because I'm hilarious, I decided to show up in an old lady costume.
Wait, what?
I love you,
Just to
Gail.
troll him for asking how old you were?
Is
You went
amazing.
You went in full costume?
The whole thing. I got a white wig. I wore this like flowery dress.
Stop
Did you get a
it.
walker or something?
I had a cane.
Okay.
No way.
That is hilarious.
What did Jonathan think when you showed up looking like that?
He was like finishing a conversation on the phone, and he like looked confused as to why like I was approaching him, and I was, I committed to the bit, and I was like, "Oh, hello, Jonathan. This is Gail."
That's amazing.
I absolutely love
What was
this.
his reaction?
I mean, he freaked out, and then I like immediately like took off the wig and was laughing and was like, "This is a joke. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to like poke fun at you."
Turns out I'm a little older than I said online. That's really funny, actually.
Did he laugh so much?
Once he like figured out it was actually me, he was like, "Okay, this is funny," and we joked about it. I like ordered a prune juice to be funny.
Oh, you just kept it going.
Can I get a prune back?
I think that was kind of funny at first. You don't want to overcommit to being the old lady.
Well,
though.
they have like a regular outfit on underneath.
I was going to say, it's not very hot.
Yeah, I had like a cute dress on. And
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And they were at the
Good.
pancake house at 4:00.
Just really going in on it. I mean, other than that, was there anything weird or awkward that happened while you were at the restaurant?
I mean, conversation was good. I did kind of slip up a couple times, and I accidentally called him my ex's name.
Yikes.
Oh.
Just a minor
What's your
slip-up.
ex's name?
Jared.
Oh, I could see that.
2 J's.
Yeah.
My ex name is Jonathan.
He didn't know that was my ex's name. He just like corrected me and was like, "No, it's Jonathan." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why."
That's a good cover though. That you didn't delve into. Oh, I keep calling you
Still,
my ex.
getting someone's name wrong multiple times, that's so rude.
And it
No
makes,
offense.
I think a lot of people would think like, oh, she must be going on a lot of dates then. If I'm just like, which one are you?
Yeah, but isn't that like competition for guys? Like, oh, a lot of people want her.
Maybe some guys,
You know?
I would probably just cry.
Guys, give her a
Okay.
break. She's a senior citizen. Her memory's gone. So, how did you end things with Jonathan that night?
I mean, we had a good date. There was a little kiss.
Oh, cute.
Did you take your teeth out before the kiss, or?
I don't know. We've been like talking, but it's more like friendly, and he hasn't asked me out again.
Okay.
So I don't know how he's feeling.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, we can find out exactly how he's feeling.
oh, that's a good point.
Yep, by using this old-timey landline that we have in studio.
Dial the numbers, Jeffrey.
We're gonna do the rotodial on this one,
that's
and we're gonna
right.
get your second date update right after this.
Thank you.
We said right after this.
Don't fall asleep now. It's coming up next.
Second date update.
We got to knock out this second date quick so we can make it over to the community room and watch People's Court. Oh, wait, I've seen this episode before. Judge Wapner's gonna give it to him this time.
We're going old school.
That'll teach you to jaywalk.
Throw him in the slammer.
Okay, old man. Alan, sit down.
It is 8 a.m. about, so we got to get out of here.
Oh, it's almost nap time.
Bring it up because our listener Gail, who is 25 years old, by the way, decided to prank her date Jonathan by showing up to dinner dressed as a little old granny. Why did she do that? Because he kept saying she seemed so mature during their online chats and even asked, how old are you really? And so decided to prank him with the old lady costume. And the date went really well, minus the part where she called him her ex's name a couple times.
But they still shared a cute kiss at the end.
I didn't hear cute kiss. I just heard kiss.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What was it, Gail? What was the kiss? What
It was a little kiss.
A little kiss.
A little.
Okay.
Not
Everything
even
little to
cute.
me is cute.
So like a little mwah.
Yeah, like as tightly puckered lips as you can get.
Okay, maybe that's not sexy. Maybe that's more grandma style.
Okay.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe you leaned a little bit too hard into the grandma thing and it kind of turned him off.
Yeah, you're going to have to go with pigtails next time in a schoolgirl outfit.
Oh,
I mean, what do you think, Gail?
I really have no idea why. And I just, if it is, like, if he, like, snooped around and, like, found out that my ex was Jared, I just would want a chance to explain myself and apologize.
Oh, because you didn't tell him that it was your ex's name.
Yeah.
No, but, you know, I really don't know.
That would make you feel like you're not over.
Not a good
Yeah.
look.
Well, let's ask him what the real deal was. I'm going to call his number right now and we're going to do it. That's how I say it on the radio.
Interesting.
Yep. That's radio
Let's
professional
do it,
talk.
Jeff.
Let's do this. I'm dialing his number right now.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jonathan?
Yeah. Who is this?
I don't believe you that you're Jonathan now.
I can't believe you didn't go in with the old man voice. I thought for sure that we were going to hear Alan Winterbottom.
Yeah, I played that
What,
one.
old man? What's up, actually? Who's this?
Jonathan.
Huh? What did you say?
No.
There it is.
It's not on the
Hello?
plate. I still
There.
love it.
You happy now, Brooke?
I am.
Anyway.
How you
look,
doing, Jonathan?
I'm a little confused, but I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
No, we're doing something with you right now, Jonathan. You're on Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning on a second date update.
I don't. Those words mean nothing to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm talking about either, but
We're a radio show, and we're on a task right now.
I'm on the radio right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
say hello to the 6 listeners we have.
Hey.
Hey. They say hi back, trust me. Anyway, we're trying to get some help for one of our listeners named Gail, who you went out on a date with recently.
Yeah, I remember Gail.
Okay.
Yeah, she sounds pretty funny. Did you think she was fun?
Yeah, you know, it was a cute date. You know, I mean, yeah, I like her. She's cool.
Oh, that's good.
Good. We did hear about your date because she told us that you went to a restaurant and she was dressed up as an old grandma.
She told you that?
Yeah. It was funny. We all laughed.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Oh, you didn't like the joke.
It's not that I didn't like it. I kind of don't know how to tell her. I'm just gonna come out. This is gonna sound weird.
I think she understands that something odd is going on because she told us you guys haven't really reconnected very much after the date happened.
Right. Like it felt like it moved into the friend zone, she said.
And so she's ready to hear whatever the reason is for that, but she'd just like to get a little closure.
Or maybe fix it.
I can definitely offer closure.
Okay.
But after the date, something changed.
What do you mean?
Well, I got in my car and I was driving home, and all of a sudden I couldn't help but realize that I was more attracted to her as the grandma.
What?
Whoa.
Wait, when she was dressed up?
Yeah, and I didn't know how to feel about it. Yeah, it just did something for me.
Okay. Yeah, what about it was more attractive to you?
I don't know. It just it unlocked something, I guess. I think it was There's something about the way her voice. I don't know.
Well, you like the fake grandma voice.
I liked the maturity. I liked the prune juice. I don't know. It was.
The prune juice.
It just seemed like she knew what she was doing, and I found that really hot.
I've heard of big D energy, but not big G energy.
Big
grandma energy? You're into that?
It's not so much the grandma thing. It's just like the older woman stuff. I mean,
like a woman in charge, a woman who just makes decisions.
Makes decisions, tells me what to do, you know.
Wow, so hearing Brooke talk to you right now must be really a trip.
You should see the pink
She'll tell you what to do.
That's true.
It's kind of a grandma sweater, isn't it? Oh my God.
It is definitely hand-stitched.
It's cropped, okay?
Is that a gray hair, bro?
I don't have gray hair, Alexis.
I don't know. It makes me feel taken care of.
Okay.
Okay, well, she sounds like a confident woman. It doesn't sound like you should shut the door on it.
Yeah, but there's more. After the date, I went back online and I've been talking to more mature women.
Oh, you changed the age filter.
This is all going to be shocking.
I bumped it up a little.
Oh, God. I mean, no judgment, but I'm trying to think of how Gail must feel hearing all of this right now.
Well, I was hoping you all would tell. Wait.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do I mean? I mean, Gail's actually on the other line right now, listening.
Oh.
Gail?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi, Jonathan.
See, it sounds like you guys have a lot to talk about here.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you're cool and all, but there's something, that date, it just made me realize I want someone older.
I'm just confused and kind of shocked. I don't really know what to say. Like, you want someone like 50 years older than you? Like, is that why you kept
I didn't say
my
50.
age?
Oh, exactly 50 would be great.
Wait, 50 years older or exactly 50 years old?
Exactly 50 years old.
Okay.
Okay. That's the sweet spot for him.
I mean,
again,
it is a good age for women. I'm not there. I'm not even close yet.
It is a good age for women. Some of the people I'm talking to online are amazing.
Wow.
He doesn't need you to tell him.
What about the woman you're talking to on the phone line right now, Gail?
Gail, you're great. It's not like I don't.
Not amazing.
It's not like I don't like you. It's just I don't see us in a relationship.
He wants to be with someone who can't have pregnancy scares because you can't.
Some women get pregnant at 50. It's possible.
True.
Well,
Gail?
He knows his facts.
I'd love to hear what you're thinking right now.
I mean, I guess I'm kind of like offended that you thought I was more attractive when I had a wig on and glasses. And
It's not that I'm not attracted to you, Gail. It's just like you're too young for me.
He's like 2 years older than her.
Never heard that ever on the show.
Oh, my gosh.
I guess I'm glad I could assist in you figuring out your stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See?
That was a very mature
It
thing of you to
was.
say.
A 25-year-old.
Yeah, I am mature.
I'm excited to see you turn into the mature woman.
Okay.
It's her to
I'm
blossom
going to
into
stop
a
you right
granny.
there before it goes any farther. But I am going to ask kind of a weird question. Would you be interested in going out with Gail one more time if she dressed up as the old lady again?
I don't know that Gail has volunteered for that.
Just the voice would be good.
Oh, wow.
Gail, how about you
dirty
give him a little
talk.
flavor right now?
I don't think it's going to work out.
Wow.
Kind of did it for me, too. Is
Yeah.
it getting hot in here or what?
Okay, so you're feeling what I'm feeling then.
Just being sarcastic.
I'm getting hot flashes, premenopausal over here.
Oh, you're manstraking.
Yes, I am.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Well, if this is a trend, I think it bodes very well for somebody in this room.
Who?
Alexis?
Yeah.
Me?
Because now your mom will be hit on by more of your boyfriends.
Yeah.
Please, don't think my mom is 25.
Oh, my God.
We should have hooked Jonathan up with Alexis's mom.
It would have been
Totally.
perfect.
No.
Match made in heaven.
It's always good to hear, though, it's nothing you did. I mean, honestly, the only thing she could have done to fix it was just to wait. Wait till she got old.
Or invented a time machine and aged herself by 30 years and then gone back.
Like opposite of Botox. Inject yourself with wrinkles.
Yeah. Call it Motox.
Yeah.
But really no chance for her in that one. Nothing she could have done whatsoever.
No, but a big self-discovery for him.
Yeah. She helped him.
Something good did come out of this. And if you ever want to get a second date update, you can always email the show. We'll help you out. And if you want to catch up on all of our second dates, they're up on our podcast, wherever you get your podcast, at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Yes.
Well, what's the podcast now? Is that a new fancy fishing rod technique there?
Rodcast?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I was on eBay the other day when I came across something surprising. It was a listing of somebody selling my chest hair.
What?
Oh. Yours?
How would someone else have your chest hair?
I could think of a few ways.
Okay, why did I ask that?
Normally, something like that would flatter me. Except that this had 0 bids.
You expected more?
Well,
I actually somehow expected less.
Right underneath me, what do I see? Sure enough, Brooke is selling her chest hair.
I get
Over
it.
20 bids on hers.
Wow.
All from a guy named Randy. And after I did some research, turns out Randy is Brooke's cousin. Who apparently didn't get enough of her hair at the family reunion. Now he wants more.
This is a lot.
Oh, man.
It was a lot.
I mean, I'm used to you teasing, but now I have chest hair that my,
teasing the hairs on your
cousin
chest?
is selling on eBay.
Duh, Brooke.
The good thing is, Brooke clearly has family supporting her in all of her endeavors, and that's working for her.
I can guarantee you my mom's going to bid.
Yeah. And luckily for me, the people who listen to this radio show, I consider my family.
Yeah.
So I expect everyone in my family to step up and listen to my brand new song of the week.
Okay.
Chest hair included or not included?
We'll add an extra fee for it.
Okay.
It's coming up right after this. It is time for my song of the week.
Oh, wow. And you look dressed for something. I don't know if it's that.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but where we live, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
It's freezing.
Yeah. I checked the map. You know, the Weather Channel map of the
interactive
of the whole place.
World. Yeah.
Apparently, it's freezing cold everywhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you
Not
live.
just us.
Jeffrey's literally in a parka right now with a wool scarf and big gloves.
Yeah,
that you can't even move your fingers in. I'm
I
glad
know,
you don't
bro.
play an instrument
I'm
during this.
still feeling it though. I still
Are you?
like shivering a little
Yeah.
bit,
Just from
even with
looking
all
at the
this on.
map?
And if it's not cold where you are, then it's probably gonna be in the next few days.
Yeah.
Just listen to this guy from Miami, Florida, who's standing on a beach.
14 to 22 inches of snow!
Even he's cold.
Oh, man.
And man, whenever you've had that conversation before with somebody where you ask them, are you a warm weather person? Are you a cold weather person?
Right.
How many people say that they prefer the cold weather? Honestly.
I do.
Just masochists.
Yeah, I mean,
well, that's me.
Less than 1% would say those people are
I'm a
probably
1%er.
serial killers who like it that way. But once again, here we are. It's happening. The news is reporting the coldest, most dangerous winter of all time in recorded history.
They're not wrong.
I mean, this time I actually believe it because just the other day I was trying to get to my car and I slipped and ate it 5 separate times. I have never had my driveway be that completely iced over.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeffrey told me this story the other day, and he's like, I could have taken the hill or the stairs. I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, I tried both.
Yeah.
None of them worked.
Fell down both.
I did, so I had to climb over like a retaining wall with the garden on it just to reach my car.
Lucky you're at work today.
All I want is a Ring camera video of that, please.
But right now, it is just so miserably, horribly cold. The only way to warm us up is by brewing a hot mug of Parody song. And that's why instead of doing Avril Lavigne's big hit, So Complicated, it's Young Jeffrey's Refrigerated.
Okay.
So I'm going to point, even though I can't really point, I'll just throw my hand up when I'm ready.
Those aren't very useful gloves.
Not really.
They don't look bendy at all.
Here we
Look
go.
like a boxer.
Point.
This morning, an Arctic blast is sweeping the country.
Millions waking up to dangerously low temperatures.
Why do I have to be here to describe snowfall? It's pretty self-explanatory.
freaked out 'cause it's 4 below. Where did global warming go? Dressed like that kid from Christmas Story. Yeah, I'm Randy. These hands can't feel where they are. Skin blue like in Avatar. Get where Lincoln Park was coming from, 'cause I'm so numb. Cold as an elf on the freezer shelf. The peas in the back are having a laugh. When they canceled school, it used to be cool to me. But lately, God, oh, why'd you go and turn the world refrigerated? I stepped outside and icicles, they nearly got my head decapitated. The cold goes right through thermal socks, winter crocs, spraying mace on my face and my chest just to feel a little heat. 'Cause polar fleece and coffee drinks, but still you're gonna find me shaking. So cold. Oh, frozen, worse than Elsa's house. Ice flows from my water spouts. Can't you keep blizzards where they should be? At Dairy Queen, like Jack Dawson when he froze. No thanks to his girlfriend Rose. My spouse sleeps with 14 blankets on and leaves me none. Went for the mail, but slipped and I fell. I sprang for a nap, a water bed broke my back. I tried to eat soup, but chipped off a tooth. Easy. Freezing, worried that a couple toes are gonna need amputation. Been wondering if it's possible to thaw myself out with a light cremation. Defrost this heart too, 'cause my cough doesn't start out of luck, 'cause it's stuck in the snow, dropping to my knees. Keep shoveling and grumbling and yelling at precipitation. Snow you blow, shrunken zones down below. I'm candle mode, 'cause I'm so cold. What's that statue on the floor? Just my frozen Labrador. He's my little cryogenic pup, my Stanley Cup. Crying's a fail, my tears turn to hail, my teeth start to clack, a jaw twerk attack. So cold in the roost, chickens run into KFC. Crispy, walking down the streets, kind of feeling like figure skating. More slips and falls than an accident, an injury attorney ever litigated. Just one big ice luge in the stall, had to call 911 for some help. I was stuck 'cause my butt got froze too. Porcelain and human skin's a terrible combination. Oh no, how's it even colder than the weather guy estimated? At bedtime I'll just crawl into the oven like a baby staying incubated. My winter bedroom, curtains drawn, heaters on, e-blanket, fire lit, whiskey sit, but I still feel chills. And tragically the Kool-Aid man's guts got glaciated. Snow cones, bro.
Snow cone bro.
Jeffrey!
Good. And you gave me so many good ideas for staying warm. Just a little mace on everybody would feel kind
Why
of
not?
nice.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, put your comforter in the
Yeah.
oven. I bet it's actually really cozy in there if you
By
turn
the
it
way,
up.
my favorite part, it never happened in a song of the week before, was when you just shivered for a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to clip that. It was so cool.
That was unplanned.
It was cool.
Hey.
It was actually cool.
Just cool as it gets.
Actually,
But
very
text
cool.
in 78592. Tell us what you thought about the song of the week.
Great work,
if your
Jeff.
fingers actually work for texting,
Yeah.
that is.
You can do text to speech.
Oh, that works
Speech
too.
to text.
You can also check out the video up on all of our socials at Brooke and Jeffrey and find all the lyrics there.
Share it with your cold
there
loved
you go.
ones.
Try and stay warm if you can, everybody. We're going to do a phone tap.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Text to 78592 says, "Hey, Jeff and Brooke, did you guys ever think that winter is like a bad breakup? It's cold, you're shivering, and you keep wondering when it's finally going to be over."
Whoa, that's a good comparison.
Okay.
If you missed it, instead of singing Avril Lavigne's big hit from 2002, So Complicated, I did my own version called Refrigerated, because it is freaking cold out there, if you haven't noticed, and everybody's having to deal with it.
Yes.
Workers, kids, families, radio show hosts who fall down their icy driveway 10 times before trying to get into their car.
Poor
It's a
baby.
problem for everyone,
Yeah.
and we're hearing a lot of feedback. Brooke, what's up?
Oh, this one's sad. Someone texted in, I just booked a tropical vacation to the Bahamas, leaving tomorrow. I was so excited, then looked at the weather report. Apparently, my airport is supposed to get 2 feet of snow overnight.
Oh.
Can I drive to the Bahamas?
Yeah, sure. Give it a try. I'm sure that'll work.
Walk.
If you missed it, though, if you want to hear it again, song's going to be up at the Brooke and Jeffrey YouTube page on our Facebook, Insta, and our TikTok. All of it at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
All right, Brooke. New day, new game, new mentality, new player you're going to be taking on. Her name is Jessica from Sammamish. Hello, Jessica.
Hi there.
What's new about you today, Jessica? New pair of underwear on today?
Ooh,
No,
all of us can say that.
I'm not doing great on my New Year's resolution to change out of my pajamas before noon at least 3 days a week.
Okay, well,
I'll allow it. I like it's okay.
we can't expect much of ourselves.
Yeah, you can
these
fail
days.
at that one. That
Yeah.
sounds fun, actually.
All right, we're going to send Brooke out of the studio while that happens. Jessica, you know the game's played. You have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you could say pass, but you have to beat Brooke outright to win. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, good luck. Your time starts now. In 1908, on this day, what president declared the Grand Canyon a national monument? Was it McKinley, Roosevelt, or Taft?
Roosevelt.
What dessert topping is simply made of egg whites and sugar whipped together?
Meringue.
Does the human heart weigh more or less than 1 pound?
More.
Which famed university is home to the Fighting Irish?
Notre Dame.
A cork, a double, and a double bowl are all terms you'd hear associated with what game?
Start.
All right, got that in. We're going to bring Brooke back into the studio. And what else do you have planned for the new year, Jessica, for yourself?
My birthday's on Groundhog's Day, so that's about what I'm looking forward for now.
Isn't that like April or something?
No, I think it's February. When's your birthday?
February 2nd.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. The only one on it when it comes to Groundhog's Day.
Hey, does that mean if he sees a
Exactly.
shadow, you get to celebrate your birthday again?
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty
I
good
wish.
tradition.
All right, Brooke.
do it.
It's your turn. You ready?
Yep.
Your time starts now. In 1908, on this day, what president declared the Grand Canyon a national monument? Was it McKinley, Roosevelt, or Taft?
Roosevelt.
What dessert topping is simply made of egg whites and sugar whipped together?
Meringue.
Does the human heart weigh more or less than 1 pound?
More.
Which famed university is home to the Fighting Irish?
Notre Dame.
A cork, a double, and a double bowl are all terms you'd hear associated with what game?
Pass.
What car company makes the Econoline van?
Volkswagen.
All right, answers are in. We're going to the scoreboard to check out how you did with Jose.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that. Yeah. He must work out.
Bolaños.
God, that's my favorite movie.
Same.
Jessica, you got 4 correct today.
Oh, come in with a fire.
In your PJs, too.
Yeah, and your old undies.
And Brooke.
Yeah.
Who's not in PJs, but also in old undies.
Only
3
Oh,
correct.
you beat me.
Oh, congratulations, Jessica. Took it down.
And a maniacal laugh on top of it all, Jessica. That hurt.
Good job.
All right. Let's go over the answers here. In 1908, President Teddy Roosevelt declared the Grand Canyon a national monument. The dessert topping made of egg whites and sugar whipped together, that's meringue. You guys both got that one. The human heart weighs less than 1 pound. Men's weigh an average of 10 ounces. Women's are 8 ounces.
My heart's so big, though, that weighs more.
Oh,
You should go see a doctor about
Get
that.
that checked out.
good.
The famed university home to the Fighting Irish is Notre Dame.
Yes.
A cork, a double, and a double bowl are all associated with darts. A double bowl is a double bullseye. A cork also refers to like the material that it's made
God,
out
I
of.
couldn't think of it.
And the car company that makes the Econoline van, that would be Ford.
I knew that, too. That's where I went wrong.
So,
Shoot.
Jessica, new year, you have
Shoot.
a new $100 bill coming to you from Brooke. And just for being here, we're giving you a pair of tickets to see R&B sensation Joe perform live at the Emerald Queen Casino on January 16th.
Hey.
Thanks so much. Love you guys.
Thank you for playing. We'll be back to play Win Brooks Bucks same time on Monday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.